Hey, what's up, everybody? Time for another fitness health kind of video. I did that recent health video and people asked me, what kind of supplements do you take? So let's do one of those videos again. I feel like the videos, like, sub, silly comment, share, support the channel. If you can, I appreciate it. Thanks. And there's going to be a lot of supplements here. And I'm sure some people are going to be like, oh, supplements, they only do like 10 or 20%. But you know what? I'll take the 10 or 20%, dude. And I will also say, just for a quick health update, which is somewhat related, you could say, to the supplements. One of the reasons that I take so many supplements is you got to remember, I actually have to take medicine to even digest my food after I was dying from C. diff and all this kind of stuff. So I do have a lot of stomach issues. And I was on TRT for a few months, but if you recall, or if you follow the channel, I stopped the TRT because although there were some benefits, I was having some side effects, and I've been losing a lot of blood recently. And I wasn't sure if it was, because I have APS after radiation, which if it was combining with my red blood cells, making it not work properly. Or again, I've been dying from C. diff before and I've tested positive from Crohn's disease, so maybe I'm bleeding internally. So they did do a capsule study. I am bleeding internally. So that's not good, but we'll see what's going to happen with that. But for the time being, bleeding internally, I guess that's why, or at least probably contributing to why I've been losing so much blood. I digress. What are you going to do, right? I've had some stomach issues for a long time. So let's look at some of the supplements that I take. I have a what is this? MTHF. It's like a B vitamin thing. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's like 30% of the population actually have like a MTHF malformation. I am one of those 30% or something. That number might be wrong, but so I've been taking that a little bit more recently. Oh boy, some people are going to be like, do you take collagen or anything? Oh boy, I sure do. Examples? Will this be the thumbnail? I don't know. This is, I only take this when I'm in Japan, but I brought home a couple of boxes when I left Japan recently. They're already gone, but I've said before, I actually think the collagen in Japan is pretty nice. I think it tastes good. Maybe it's just a placebo, but I do think my skin looks better when I'm in Japan. But then again, the diet is somehow better when I'm in Japan. So, yeah, but, and I'll put a link to the description or a link to some affiliate links if you ever want to try any of this stuff out. I would suggest that stuff. Maybe if you're in Japan, it's quite a bit cheaper. But let's look at some other collagen stuff that I randomly take. Got some chocolate one there. One right there. I got another collagen thing right here. I kind of just switch it up and use a different one every day. Obviously, you gotta have protein powder. I normally get the mocha cappuccino from Optimum Nutrition. Also, Metamucil. I will say this, Japan thing. It is very hard to find actual psyllium fiber in Japan. So if you ever go to Japan and you need some fiber, I would suggest bringing some Metamucil from America, because psyllium, you can find fiber stuff in Japan, but psyllium fiber, for whatever reason, hard to find in Japan. You would be surprised. Got a little bit of some antioxidant stuff. I usually mix this with the protein shake. What do we got here? Copper, if I'm taking a lot of zinc. Take some extra copper so I don't get too rid of the ratio. Primrose oil. So again, I am a full natty bro right now. Again, and I've said before, if you've actually looked at the blood tests, and I did test, I've tried Tongkat Ali. Tongkat Ali is one of the few things that I have seen actually has legitimately changed my testosterone. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't seem to raise my free testosterone, which is the main problem. But again, I'm a full natty bro again. So taking Tongkat Ali again. I'm going to try this one too. Just trying different brands. I also brought I also bought some Kino Body stuff again, just to try their stuff again. We got some other stuff in there, but again, Tongkat Ali. I'll put the links in the description. I actually have done blood tests, and you can look at them. It has raised my testosterone, but free testosterone didn't really do anything for it, unfortunately. This skull, everything I take. Flaxseed oil. And you're like, Clayton, this is so much shit. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Some Amino energy. Instead of drinking a coffee or something, I'll have this. Try to get a little bit more energy. It tastes good. We got some melatonin. I tend to take the kids' melatonin. I don't know why. It just seems to, when I take adult melatonin, it kind of makes me feel unwell, actually. But anyway. Taurine. Great example of showing how fucked up my stomach is. You might be like, Clayton, why the fuck would you need taurine? I've actually done tests and I've had low taurine before. Despite my diet. Boron. I'll put some other stuff in there. It's supposed to be good to help lower your sex hormone binding globulin, which I have a problem of. I have not noticed much results with it personally, but other people do. Unfortunately for me, I haven't had a lot of luck, but your mileage may vary. Don't think it hurts. MSM, take that. Obviously, daily vitamin. Some extra zinc if I need it. Biotin. Maca. Magnesium, iron. I tend to get prescription iron though too, so sometimes I'll just take the prescription iron, which is higher, but I also have that as well. Ashwagandha. Obviously vitamin D. And some L-citrulline. Now, here's good for you. So, yeah, that's a lot of shit. And you're like, holy fuck, Clayton, you take all that shit. You asked, motherfucker. You asked. So, anyway, that's all the stuff I take. Again, health-related, but I did actually get some enclomiphene recently. So, I'm going to see how that does. If that, like, helps my testosterone and free testosterone, since I am once again a full natty bro. Again, I tried the TRT for a few months, but unfortunately because of health reasons I stopped. But how much was the TRT? Again, maybe TRT affects your red blood cells. I have APS after the radiation, so maybe bad side effect of that. But you know what? I have stomach problems, tested positive for Crohn's disease. Was dying from C. diff. I've had permanent side effects from that. They did a capsule study. I am actually bleeding internally. So there's that probably stands to reason is contributing to me losing blood. So we'll see what happens. I got to do. Now they want to do another test. They're like, oh, well, let's do another colonoscopy. You know, capsule thing is positive for losing blood. So let's do another colonoscopy. So I got to go do that. Then let's see if you're still bleeding in like another month and a half or something. So sweet. But yeah, I'll put a link to the description and all that kind of stuff. If you like the videos, like, sub, comment, share, support the channel if you can. I appreciate things. I'll put a link in the description to this stuff if you want to buy it from that. I think I get like 3% back or something. But anyway, again, you might be like, Clayton, oh, this stuff, it only does like 10, 20% or something like that. I'll take 10, 20%. I mean, all right, sure. So, plus, you know, I don't digest stuff well. I got to take medicine to even digest my food, which actually, I forgot about that. I also there's no fish oil here because I get prescription strength fish oil. So just like I get prescription stuff to help me digest my food in the first place, I actually even get prescription fish oil. So not shown, but probably fish oil is good for you. Anyway, remember if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you can. Appreciate it. Thanks. The end.